Happy Wednesday, RMPs. This is the recording of the July 10th, 2024 RMP call. If you are not able to attend the calls, please watch the video in its entirety, and then at the end, it will give you the QR code that you can record your attendance. So, jumping right in, there are updated decision tree pages. These are updates to both the corrosive and the oxidizer diamond hazard label response pages, and that is reflective of new procedures that we need containing hydrofluoric acid spills. So they are updating those two pages, and you have to order. This is a sticker set. So you're going to get two stickers, just like your prohibited poster is. You're going to get two stickers, and those stickers will be stuck onto pages 8 and pages 10 to give you that new information for the corrosive and oxidizer if they contain hydrofluoric acid. I have not seen these pages yet. It's a brand new update. They just came out and are available now for order in Coupa. Copy and paste that entire link up there. I'm also going to send out the deck so you can click on the link. If you just search by item number, it does not come up in Coupa, which is a pain. I know. Sorry. I'm planning to teach on these changes next week, so make sure that you're attending the call next week as well. I'm going to see if I can move my little bubble. Oh, hey, there we go. I'm going to move it up there so that I'm not blocking text. All right, next slide. Monthly audit. And hey, I'm going to move myself again because I'm going to be in the way. We are going to do the exact same call that we did last week. So if you were on last week's call, you are more than welcome to record your attendance right now. That's the attendance QR code. If you understand parts A and parts B of the monthly audit, you're free to drop the call, get your attendance recorded, and go get, go get your hypothetical done. If not, stick around. We're going to talk about it. So monthly audits, we need to complete them monthly. We're going to be completing them in GSHRMIS, and then the monthly audit, it checks both our daily and our weekly, that the information on those two audits is correct. Create a standard operating procedure. This person is the person who completes the monthly audits. This person is the person that backs up the person that completes the monthly audits. So we need to make sure that we have that coverage, that it is covered if we're out on leave, if we're sick, if our kid is sick, our wife's having surgery, whatever the situation is, someone else in the building needs to understand this monthly audit because it has to be completed on a monthly basis. We navigate in GSHRMIS to our dashboard's base right here. Then we're going to click on the big green monthly audit button in the middle there. Then in our heading section for location, you're going to type in your building mnemonic. So IACRE, MNMSP, whatever your building mnemonic is, that's what you're going to type for location. Sort is going to be the sort that you work. Auditor name is going to be your name. You can search by employee number for yourself. That's honestly the easiest way to get your name to come up. And then sort manager name needs to be your business manager. Your business manager is ultimately in charge of everything that happens in their building. So they need to be signing off that this audit is completed before they're marking off the CTMS test that they need to be completing as well. So make sure you're listing your business manager so that they can sign it and that the audit can be fully completed. Section A, housekeeping. The floor must be clean. Supplies and unconfirmed waste must be organized. A picture is required. So on this one, you are going to be attaching your file in question A1. Not anywhere else in there. Otherwise, it's going to show you that it's complete, but it's not complete without the picture. It does not register as a complete audit without that picture attached. So make sure that you're attaching it to that question A1. I've got an example here of maybe a not so good DMP, but even if you've got standing water, your buckets are disorganized, you have to submit a picture to complete the audit. A2, are your required supplies available? If your spill cart checklist is getting checked off on a daily basis, you can just go over to the notebook, open it. Okay, yeah, hey, my responder signed off on all of these. I'm good to go. If your spill cart checklist is not being kept up on the regular, we're going to have to go through our supplies. So take the cover off of that spill cart and start going through those totes, making sure that you have everything that you need on that spill cart checklist, that you have all of the supplies that you need. A3, do you have line spill trays available? So do you have spill trays with clear liners ready to go? And then the second part of that question, is there a scale available in the DMP? You need to have a scale, a digital scale that's accurate within 1/10 of a pound. We pay per pound to dispose of our green bags, so we want to make sure that it's accurate. We don't want to under guess it, because then we get charged a fee if it weighs more than what we said, and we don't want to over guess it because we pay the price that we tell them how much weight it is if it's lighter. So accurate within 1/10 of a pound. If you do not have access to Coupa to get the scale, contact your Health and Safety Sup. We will get it ordered for you. A5, verify that A4, files are stored in the file cabinet within the processing area and they're in the required format. If you don't know what the required format is, Appendix J in your Operator's Quick Reference Guide has that. If your Health and Safety Sup set up your files, they should be in the correct order, but double check them. Make sure that they're in the correct order. A5, verify a 24-month file has been set up for salvage drums. So this is going to be a file, basically 25 manila folders that you've written January through December twice on 24 of them. And then number 25 is going to be your current month. And then for A6, we are purging that file. So we'll use the example of July of 2024. So you're going to have 2022 files, 2023 files, and some 24s. So in July, you're going to take June of 22 out. We're going to take June of 23 and put it in the back of the Junes. And then we're going to take our current month and put it into June for 2024. And then that'll leave our current month file for July of 24. So again, that's all for salvage drum shipping papers. Highly unlikely you're ever going to create a salvage drum, but we have to have those files if we do. Section A continued, is the most recent unconfirmed summary posted? So if you have an unconfirmed summary in your inbox, when you check your team's email, you need to print that unconfirmed summary and tape it on the file cabinet, post it on the bulletin board in the DMP. Wherever you decide to put it, it needs to be in the DMP and it needs to be the most current day. If you do not have anything on your pending shelf, you will not be getting an unconfirmed summary and you don't have to hang anything up. So if you've got unconfirms on your shelf, that unconfirmed summary also needs to be there. If you don't have unconfirms, you're good to go and you don't have to worry about it. A8, are green bags being utilized? Go and open your buckets. Go and open your barrels. Spot check half of them. Spot check, if you've got a whole bunch of them, spot check a quarter of them. And make sure, open them up. Is it all green bags? Make sure that your responders are using those green bags properly. A9, are non-waste being disposed of properly? So that's solidifying with our clay-based absorbent, putting it into a clear bag, and then filling out our non sticker, disposing of it in the regular garbage through your dumpster or whatever that situation might be. On your non labels, we want to make sure that it's filled out properly. So our sort code is going to be preload, local, hub, twilight, whatever sort you work on. And then if you've got the old ones, and I believe it says like NR, page, book, edible, and then something else. You can circle edible if that's the case. Otherwise, we're going to cross all of these out and we're going to write the word system verified where it says to list the NR book page. Otherwise, we're going to circle system verified on these new ones, list what the product name is. If you've got a UPC, put it on there. Then this is the most important part. We need 2 separate sets of initials. So if you're the RMP and you're solidifying it, we need to have another RMP signature on it. So if you're solidifying it in the morning, send an email to the local sort RMP. Hey, there's a non, it's ready to go. I just need you to sign off on it. Communicate that to your evening RMP. They can do that last initial and then dispose of it in the dumpster. And then A10, dumpster. Is it free of facility? Is the facility trash can free of hazardous waste? This is an example. I went up to my building a day early. They weren't expecting me. I drove right to their dumpster, opened the lid up. Guess what I found? 12 bottles of high acid toilet bowl cleaner, full, just in their dumpster. So that's not good. Go out to your dumpster. You don't have to climb in it. Just open the lid and just do a spot check. Is there anything in there that shouldn't be in there that we know as RMPs needs to be either processed through the DMP or done as a non? Section A continued. This is your lamp tracker box. Your lamp tracker box, it might be a great big one. It might be a 10-footer or an 8-footer, I think it is. This is a 4-footer, or you might have one of the big round ones, one of the big round short ones for a bunch of 4-footers. Whatever type you've got is fine. This is where your date is going to be written. So if you were putting the very first light bulb into this lamp tracker box today, the date would be 7/10/2024. If your date is nearing a year, so if you're dated August of 24, or excuse me, August of 23, we need to be wrapping that up, taping it up, sending it out. Then Lamp Tracker is going to send you a new one. If you need a new Lamp Tracker box, contact either your environmental coordinator or your Health and Safety Sup. We'll get you hooked up with one. And then your battery box is the exact same thing. Your battery box is going to have the accumulation start date written on the back of it. We need to record that date right here in our audit. This box is only for lithium ion batteries. So if you've got Duracells, Energizers, cell batteries in there, those can just go into your trash can. Those are approved by the EPA to go through our dumpsters. Any kind of lithium ion containing batteries, though, need to go into this box. So if there are regular old Duracell batteries in there, you can take them out and just throw them away. But any kind of lithium ion battery needs to be wrapped in a bag and then put into this box. Section B, are the correct DMN forms being printed and filled out correctly? So to check that, we're going to walk right over to our file box. We're going to pull out a file folder. We're going to open it up and look at the DMN. Is it correct? Does it have the correct generator information? Does it have the correct responder that processed it? Does it have ingredient information? Does it have check marks down here in the bottom that it's Zepsorbent, that it's everything that's inside of that green bag is checked off on this list? So making sure that those are filled out correctly. B2, follow-up documentation on any incidents that are older than 2 business days. That is writing on the outside of your file folder. So you've got a pending damage sitting there that you processed on, it on Monday, and it's now tomorrow. It's now Thursday morning. So 2 full business days have elapsed, and you don't have an email from Veolia on Thursday, the 11th. So you would write on that file folder 7/11/24, contacted Veolia regarding damage. As simple as that. Contacted vendor, haven't heard from vendor, sent an email, whatever it is. That is your communication to someone like me, someone like your Health and Safety Sup, environmental corporate, whoever is coming into your building and looking through your files can pull that file out and say, oh, okay, that one that's been sitting on the shelf now for 3 days, we contacted Veolia because we haven't heard from them. Okay, we're doing our due diligence to get this damage processed. We're good to go. And then B3, any follow-up documentation for an FWN or a dual waste biohazard. We're going to talk about FWNs on the next slide. But if you're submitting an FWN or a dual waste biohazard, that's the frog and formaldehyde situation. Veolia has 15 days to get back on us, to get back with us about those kind of damages. So same thing with the documentation. We're going to write it on the outside of the file folder. Haven't heard from Veolia, been 15 days, emailed. That's all that you need to write on there to show that we're doing our due diligence to try to get this damage confirmed. So this is your FWN page. FWN means facility waste notification. So we are notifying Veolia that this is facility waste. So this is not something that has come out of customer packages. This is something that was generated or something that we accumulated, such as paint, aerosols, in our facility. To accumulate anything, you need to be a small quantity or large quantity generator. And there's lots of other things that go along with accumulating. So if you're a very small quantity generator, don't just start accumulating. You have to go through all the steps to make that possible. Other instances would be used antifreeze, reclaimed antifreeze, used oil, oily rags. Those kinds of things can be sent through Veolia as a facility waste notification because we have to get that stuff out of our building. Most of our mechanics take care of all of that on their own. They do the disposal. We have vendors that come in, etc. So 99% of the time, you're not ever going to be dealing with this. But if you do, like you've got an oil spill that had to be cleaned up and now you've got oil absorb and how do we get that out of our building? We can't put it in a dumpster. We use the facility waste notification form to get that out of our building so that we're not just accumulating buckets and buckets full of oil absorb. So we would fill out that facility waste notification form, email it off to Avantra Sciences, and then they'll reply back to us within 15 business days. Then B5, have all received DMN confirmations be processed within 1 business day. So when you receive a confirmation email from Avantra Sciences, you've got 1 business day is all. That's all that you've got to process that confirmation. So if you're a bucket site, you're going to get your confirmation, you're going to get your container label information, and you're going to get your full container report. So we need to process all 3 of those pages, sticker our buckets or our drums if you're opening a new one, fill out that full container report. Paperwork that comes into our team email needs to be handled same day. That's why we need to be checking that team email every day, making sure that something's not coming in that we need to deal with. This is what your disposal log, where you keep track of your FWNs and your dual waste biohazards. This should be in the first file folder in your DMP file box or file cabinet. That first folder is labeled disposal log, and this is the paper that they are looking for. So you would list your FWN information here. Then when they confirm it, you're going to list that information here. FWNs do not go through ETT. We do not put anything that's facility waste through our ETT system. It all goes through as an FWN. It's all done on paper. Nothing goes into the computer. Then your common biohazard is essentially the same situation. Those common biohazards, we're putting those into those sharp boxes. It says sharps on the outside of the cardboard box. Then there's a white cardboard box inside with a bucket, and that bucket has all of the materials that you're going to need except for absorbent. It has all the materials that you're going to need to package up that biohazard. Then we have to call the Postal Service. We are not a hazardous waste generator. We are a generator. We are not a transporter. So we can't just put that sharps box with our SurePost and take it to the post office. That box of sharps can never, ever be on one of our vehicles. We have to call the post office and have them come and pick it up because we are not a transporter. And then caps. Anytime you're answering a no, you have to create a cap. So in your cap, you're going to write what went wrong. What, preloader Joe Schmo didn't follow up on 2-day-old damage. Okay, well, why? Why didn't preloader Joe Schmo follow up? Why did it go wrong? Maybe preloader Joe Schmo needs some new training on dates that we need to, it's 2 days for a regular damage. It's 15 days for an FWN. And I think there's another one. I can't think of it offhand. Maybe we just need to retrain preloader Joe Schmo. So that would be the problem. Preloader Joe Schmo unaware of dates. So then our corrective action is going to be retrain preloader Joe Schmo. And if you're going to go retrain him right now, that's awesome. You can mark the completed date as today. But we still need to put our business manager's name on there because the business manager ultimately has to sign off on all of these caps before the audit is officially completed. So we want to put our business manager's name in there so that they can sign off that this task has been completed before they sign the audit and finish it out entirely. Hypotheticals. Please go get your hypothetical done. I checked results last night at like 9 o'clock at night, and we had 122 out of 650 plus. So we're missing a lot of hypotheticals this week. Please go in, take the 5 minutes that it takes to get it done. If you need a new copy of the decision tree calendar, you don't have the link, whatever your situation is, email me and I will get you the info so that you can start getting your hypotheticals completed. This is a weekly requirement. And as an RMP, it is your responsibility to make sure that your responders are getting it done. So that might be going out to preloader Joe Schmo, pulling him off the line when the sort is done and saying, I need you to get your hypo done. Set him in front of your computer, have the hypo up, and have them go through it. 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes to get a hypothetical done. So please, please, please get those completed. All right, enough talking from me. Here is your attendance link. So get your attendance recorded with that QR code. Thank you so much for watching the video, watching the RMP call. I will be posting these to my YouTube channel every week. This is how I'm going to be doing those for those of us. I know it stinks that we had to cut the 9:30 and we had to cut the 4:30, but we have this option now. So you can come, you can watch the video. Please, 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 if you have questions, email me, Teams message me, text me, however you get a hold of me, please ask those questions. I want you to understand this. I want you to do this audit correctly and to know what you're doing and to be confident in it. So please ask those questions. I am here to help you. Your health and safety supervisor is here to help you. Your environmental coordinator is here to help you. Please reach out if you have any questions. With that said, thank you so much again for watching. Make sure you get your attendance recorded and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next week. We're going to talk about section C and D of the monthly audit. Talk to you later.